Surface area of pyramids and cones. So surface area is the total area of all the outside surface of a solid. So imagine if I wanted to paint the outside walls of the solid, how much paint would I need? The general method of finding surface area, the basic idea, is to list all the faces of the surface, find the area of each face, and add. So here we have the left, we have the right, we have the back, and we have the bottom. So they're all triangles, so it's all 1/2 times something else, 1/2 something times something else, 1/2 times something else, 1/2 something else. The base and the height. Now for the left, actually for all of these, the base is 6. So that's the base of the left, that's the base of the right, that's the base of the top, that's the base of the bottom. And then for the left and the right and the back, the height is 3.5. And for the bottom, it's this 5.2. So now we need to multiply all those together. We get that we have 10.5, 10.5, 10.5, and 15.6. When we add these all up, we get 47.1 square centimeters. So that's the basic idea of how to find surface area. I found the area of each face and then added them all up. Note that the height of the pyramid is perpendicular to the base face. Height and slant height are different. They are different, they are different, they are different. So the height you see in red here, it goes straight down. The slant height is perpendicular to the base edge. So that's the difference here. And this is the case whether you're talking about a cone or about a pyramid. And it works for all pyramids. So that is the height. This is the slant height. And the slant height we will refer to with the letter L because of the L in slant, I guess. I guess the letter S is used for enough things already. So the slant height is L. If the base is a regular polygon, then all the lateral faces are congruent. So we have a bunch of triangles. All these triangles are the same. So we can list out those triangles next to each other. We have a bunch of triangles. We have as many triangles as there were sides. And then we have this base. So this was the base. These all correspond to sides of the base. So once again, this is the perimeter. And then each of these has the same height. But that height is going to be the slant height of the pyramid, as you see here. There's the slant height. That's what you're seeing here. So we have the slant. These are going to be 1/2 the perimeter times the slant height, and then we have a single base. So here is our surface area formula for regular pyramids with regular polygons as bases. We have perimeter times slant height plus the base. Now, note this only works for regular polygons. Most of the time it'll be regular polygons, but it's possible to not. So area of the base plus 1/2 times the perimeter of the base times the slant height. And just as before, if you're just talking about the lateral surface area, that's the lateral surface area, then you ignore the base. So let's find the surface area. The surface area formula is 1/2 perimeter times the slant height plus the base. The perimeter is 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, 40. The slant height is what we were given, 12.1. And the base is, this is base times height, or length times width. 10 times 10 is 100. So 20 times that is 242 plus 100. I'm getting 342 square kilometers. Remember, it's going to be square kilometers with area. In a cone, the base is a circle. You see the circle at the bottom. Therefore, the base is pi r squared, and the perimeter of the base is 2 pi r. So when we substitute that in, we have 1/2. The perimeter was 2 pi r, the slant height, and the area of the base was pi r squared. When you simplify that, we can do 1/2 times 2 is 1, so pi r times the slant height equals pi r squared, or plus pi r squared. So, the surface area of a cone whose height is 3 and whose radius is 4, pi r L plus pi r squared. The height is 3, and the radius is 4. So, we don't have the slant height. A very common error is to just say, oh, the height is 3, so the slant height is 3. That's not true. The slant height is over here. Let me use a different color. The slant height is over here. Now, there's a right angle here every time, so you can say 3 squared plus 4 squared equals the slant height squared. When you solve that, you get 5 is the slant height. Now we can substitute in pi times the radius times the slant height plus pi times the radius squared. Now we get 20 pi plus 16 pi, and that adds up to 36 pi. Watch out for height versus slant height. Go back to this slide. The height versus the slant height. They are different. Find the surface area of the right rectangular pyramid shown. I guess it's actually a square pyramid, but the surface area is 1/2 perimeter times the slant height plus the base, the area of the base. The perimeter is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. The slant height, and give us that here, is 5.1. It's not 5. We don't need that 5. And the area of the base is 2 times 2 is 4. Multiplying this together, we get 20.4 plus 4 is 24.4 square units. That's surface area of pyramids and cones. Thank you.